Hey everyone. I woke up this morning to an email saying that TCGPlayer was having their Edge of Eternities Play Booster box sale for $99.99, including shipping. And when I went to the website, they didn't have any more of the boxes at $99.99, and the boxes are currently going for $138.65. But if you look at the sale history, today there were 1,400 boxes sold. And if you look at the sale data on the first page, all of the boxes sold are at 138. So if you got to keep going back multiple pages, and wow, you have to go back a lot. And finally, you'll see, look at this, a bunch of boxes being sold for $99.99. So it appears what happened is they ran the sale. It was probably Eastern time. And so a lot of people on the West Coast, you might have been sleeping while this happened. Of course, if you're international, you probably didn't even know what's going to happen. And it just sold out really quickly. And what I'm taking away from this is that the demand for Edge Eternities is really high. And not only that, but it also does appear like there weren't that many boxes being sold in general. As you can see here, it seems like there were about 1,000 boxes. I feel like the other times they ran this type of a sale, which they usually always do. They did one for Final Fantasy. They did one for Tarkir Dragonstorm. They always do this. I feel like there were more boxes sold during the other sales. So is it really true that Wizards of the Coast cut the print run for Edge of Eternities, even for the play boxes? Or could it be other factors like more stores are opening up, so the distributors have to disperse the play boxes amongst many more stores, thus any one particular store has a little bit less than they normally do. I think maybe a little bit of all those factors, but nevertheless, one thing is for certain, that there is pretty much a lot of hype for Edge of Eternities, whether it's warranted or not. And I think that given the spoilers, I think almost all of the special guests and the land bonus sheet have been revealed, and they look pretty good. The land bonus sheet. So here I have them up here on MTG Goldfish, but the land bonus sheet, I think there's like 40 different lands, and only a couple of them, maybe 5 or so, are really valuable. But they do look really nice. I like these. Are these the poster ones? I think these are the poster versions, and they look really nice. I think you can get these in the play booster. It's 1 per 8 play booster. Now, I don't know off the top of my head if it's this poster version or if it's whatever they're calling this version with the different font and the title of the card. But 1 in every 8 play boosters, you just can't get the foil version, and the foil version are only available in the collector booster. But the art looks really incredible. I mean, look at this Lotus Field. That looks amazing. So there are really good reprints, and lands are always popular, always valuable. Very good reprints of lands in very good art. It's subjective whether you like this frame. I personally don't. I like the spaceships that kind of fly over it. I don't like this stuff on the side, and I don't like the font, but that's okay. I like the poster version, the art a lot more. Like, look at that. That's beautiful. Some cards to point out that I think are pretty good for these reprints are Lotus Field. We have, let's see, what do we have? What else do we have? Grove of the Burn Willows. People like that. There's a strip mine somewhere around here. Whenever I'm looking for it, I can't find it. The strip mine. There is a reflecting pool somewhere in here. Those are always good. Ancient Tomb. That's the big chase. It's like $100 or over $100 land. And then I think there's a couple more. Well, anyway, they also reprinted all of the Shocklands. Ancient Tomb. Okay, they're a little further down. So we have Ancient Tomb, Gemstone Caverns, Inkmoth Nexus, Mutavault, Lotus Field, Mana Confluence. It's always good. And they look amazing. Imagine getting that in Galaxy Foil, right? Yeah, so with all of these chase lands in the really nice art and the potential of getting them in a Galaxy Foil version, I think that's going to keep the price of the collector box high, because you can also get the Shocklands as well in Galaxy Foil in the collector box, but you can also get the Shocklands in Play Booster box. So that's also going to, I think the Play Booster box is going to do well, which is really, 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 really good. It's really good. Strip Mine, Blinkmoth Nexus. I mean, there's just so much. And on top of all of this, right? So it seems like they're printing new, potentially powerful cards with the warp mechanic. I think is very good. I'm not a fan of the station and the spaceships, but the warp mechanic looks good. Printing all of that with all of these reprints of lands in really nice art. And on top of all of that, we have the special guest. And almost all of, so there are 10 special guest cards, and almost all of them are pretty good. And it's subjective whether you like this art. I think it's okay. But these cards are, they're valuable. Sliver Overlord, I think it's like a $50 card. Warping Whale is good. Deafening Silence, like, it looks pretty cool, the art. Robe of Stars, I think it's like $10-15. Nexus of Fate, not worth as much because they reprinted it a lot. It was also in a secret layer recently, but it's a cool card. Paradox Haze, that's not worth much. Darkness is around $10 or so, a little over $10. It's a good card. Magus of the Moon, it's not worth that much, a couple bucks. Burgeoning is worth like 20 something, $20-30. Really good for a landfall deck. Green Sun Zenith is worth a bit. I think I have a Green Sun Zenith pulled up right here. Green Sun Zenith it's like a $20 card. Sliver Overlords, $50 card. Someone's listed this version for $150, but that's just pre-sale. Burgeoning looks to be about a $30 card. Robe of Stars, $16. So anyway, what I'm just trying to say is, after seeing most of the stuff from Edge of Eternities, the art looks really nice. This looks like the Death Star. And the reprints are good. Shocklands are back. Special guests are valuable and good. And the demand is really high, and the supply potentially be cut a little bit. Maybe maybe they didn't want to run those printers. Maybe they didn't have as much time to run the printers because they had to run the printers extra long for Final Fantasy, and then they had to stop the printers maybe a little earlier so that they could print Spider-Man, which is going to be super hyped and super popular, and also need to print Avatar. So maybe the fact that this set is sandwiched between 3 big Universe Beyond sets, they had to cut the print run a little bit. And maybe they intentionally did it as well. They wanted this to happen to continue the FOMO, the hype, the success that Magic has been having this year post Aether Drift. We're looking at, it's going to be a crazy year to finish out this year for Magic the Gathering in terms of all the sets coming out, all the amount of money being poured into it. So yeah, 140 for a play box is ridiculous. If you must play it now, fine, get one. Don't get too many. This is going to come down to the, 120, between 110, 120. Tarkir Dragonstorm is at like 115. So it's not going to stay up this high. It could be a little higher. I think it has better value than Tarkir Dragonstorm. So maybe in like the 120, 130s. But remember, there's 30 packs. It's not like Foundations or Duskborn and the other sets, which has 36 packs. Yeah. All right. Well, let me know. Were you able to get a box of the Edge of Eternities at $99.99? Did you get any boxes at other good, reasonable prices? Are you going to wait for the prices to come back down? It's just going to be interesting to see the price of the product post release, because remember, this is still just pre-sale on TCGPlayer. If you go to eBay, I think I'm seeing them for around 120 something on eBay. So there are other places where you can get the Play Booster box for less than 140 or 138. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you later.